Aston Villa looking forward to a season where they will play not just in the Premier League but in the Champions League as well. They've been recruiting busily during the course of the summer. We have got with us Monchi. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And Damian Vidagany as well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So look, fellas, I had to ask first of all, how tough is it for directors of football to operate in the age of PSR? Does it make things very difficult for you?
Yes. To be honest, absolutely. Absolutely, because I think the PSR, I think is necessary somehow to control the inflation, to control the sustainability of the club, for sure. I think that the clubs, we need to have some rules to stick to. But this PSR is making it very complex because, as you know, the system is forcing the clubs to sell the academy players. This is the way to get more profit and then to stick to the rules. And I think that this is, understand me, not literally, is killing some spirit of football. No, to sell academy players. I'm not talking only about Aston Villa, well, we had to sell Omari Kellyman, but I'm thinking that even for Chelsea fans, for Chelsea with the case of Gallagher or whatever is happening there, is something that is not natural in football. It's something that is breaking the cycle, and also is affecting the inflation of the salaries of the players. It's also affecting how the clubs we want to build the squad with some sense of belonging in the squads too, because I think that Andy more than anyone can think about that, and also is forcing the clubs to do some deals that are not natural in the market, because in the market to get the best deals you need time. You need the right timing to do it, and PSR is not helping the clubs to control the inflation of the football, that at the end is a contradiction, because it's made to try to control the inflation, but also provoking that in some clubs, and I don't want to be demagogistic, something, I don't know, because it's true too that we as a club, that we have our ambition to get there, to be among the best. I don't like the concept top 6. I don't like this concept, but to be near there is very difficult for the clubs that we are trying to, like West Ham, Fulham, Brighton, because it's a loop. The clubs that has more resources are easier to stick to the PSR. For us, it's much more difficult, and it's like establishment that we try to break, but the system is not allowing them to do it. We're lucky to have one of the best managers in the world that is helping to break this this wall that we have in front.
Yeah, you talk about Unai, Monchi. I wonder if I could ask you, does Unai tell you the players or tell you the position of the players that he is looking for, and then it is your job with all your staff to go and identify these, or are you working really on behalf of the owners and the club, and you are bringing in a certain type of player?
To work in Aston Villa is easy, because Damian, Unai, the owner work together. It's easy. We don't need to have a meeting every day, because every day we have a meeting.
Yes.
Because we are close to Unai, close the owner, and for me and for Damian it's easy to work, because I know perfectly that Unai want. We go in this way every day to try to have the best squad possible. I'm happy with the transfer window. It's true that we continue to work until the last day, because we want to increase the level, but it's not easy to increase this level, because the squad is a top squad.
Yeah, good players.
Have there been some difficult decisions to make?
Yes. In the transfer window, you need to bring decision easy, difficult, fast, slow, but at the end, at the moment, we are very happy.
There is one thing that I want to also, that I was listening, Monchi, the difficult decisions and crossing with the PSR is that the fans must know that there is another PSR that is the UEFA SCR, no? It's squad cost ratio.
Okay.
That is completely different to the PSR. So it's like to try to do two puzzles.
Yep.
One which it's hand and sometimes with the light off. No, it's not. It's very difficult because to reduce. I'm going to put an example. We sell Douglas Luiz, that it was an important player, because the club needs to do a sell to be stick to the PSR.
Okay.
Because Douglas Luiz give us a lot of profit. He was here many years. We sell Douglas Luiz, we get profit from the PSR. But to reduce the cost of the squad, is the profile of players like Douglas is not the right one. Is the Diaby. Because Diaby is not giving a lot of profit to us in the EPL PSR, but is helping us to reduce the cost, the SCR of UEFA, because we must go to the 80% of the cost compared with our revenue. So what I mean is that it's not only the difficulty of the PSR. When you compete in Europe, you have to also stick to the rules of UEFA that are completely different. So for the managers and for the sporting directors, we need to try to combine the decision for both, and it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And that's what I use the occasion to explain to the fans, that sometimes the decisions are also, of course, forced, because we need to stick to both rules. Because if not, we can have a point deduction in the league,
It used
or
to be
even
a simple
ban
game.
in Europe.
It used to be simple.
No, it's not
anymore.
It's not like Football Manager that you have to choose the players. You need to have many considerations.
Do you see, Damian, the rules changing anytime soon? Do you think they need to? Do you think Premier League clubs, are you all in conversations with other sporting directors about these rules and wanting to get them maybe changed?
Yeah. I think that in fact the clubs has decided to change the PSR for a SCR in the next 2 years, but we have still 1 year with the PSR, because for the majority of the clubs are very difficult to be stick to the rules in the situation that has been created by the PSR. I'm not saying that the original idea or the will or the wishes were bad. I think that it was a system that the football in England believed that it was the right system, but the business is talking to you that we are going in the wrong direction. I think, I repeat, when the system forces you to sell academy players that are the most pure player and the most the beautiful spirit of the game, to have one of our own, like the fans sing in the stadium, because this song is going to disappear in the stadium. They're not going to. And then also, many things happening. To inscribe, to register players in UEFA, you need academy players in your squad.
Yes.
But if you sell the good players in the squad, you have to put players in the squad that are not at the level. So you are inflating also the cost of that player. So I think that the football needs a reset in the reset and then combine both ways, European and EPL in a more common sense way.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.